Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu in Delhi. Bureau Report, India Today.
So is this now a case of orchestrated attacks on Dalits, or are they stray incidents? How should one look at them? Joining me now, Sambit Patra, the national spokesperson of the BJP, Priyanka Chaturvedi, spokesperson of the Congress, Vivek Kumar of JNU, a Dalit ideologue who supports the BSP, and Achyut Yagnik, political analyst, joining me from Gujarat. Appreciate your joining us. I want to come to you, Mr. Patra, first, because it's the BJP today which finds itself in the dock. Your vice president uses the analogy of a sex worker to Mayawati, and then in Gujarat, where you have a state government, cow protection committees decide to lynch four Dalit men for allegedly skinning a cow. How is one to see this? Is this part of a campaign, in a sense, to put Dalits in their places, some are suggesting?
Two parts, in fact. Your first question is about the statement of one of the vice presidents of Uttar Pradesh BJP as regards to Mayawati ji, and the second is about Gujarat. Let me first answer the first part. I have nothing to offer in defense for the person who made such a derogatory comment, and I think humanity calls that we should all regret for this statement. This shows that we all have to choose our words with great deal of weightage. Such kind of words, such kind of mindset applied on a woman is absolutely unacceptable, and that's the reason as to why the party showed the door to the concerned person.
But Sambit Patra, I want to focus for a moment on Mayawati. I want to focus for a moment on Mayawati. I'll come to the cow protection. I'm just I'm asking you about Mayawati first. On Mayawati, I just want to understand. Do you believe that this is an extension? When you use language against Muslims and get away with it, people tomorrow will believe that local leaders believe they can use the same language against Dalits and get away with it. Only the Dalits are a stronger political force, which is why you were forced to suspend your leader and apologize for it.
Not at all. Not at all, and I told you, I mean, good words are ornaments to any profession. Even a politician should know how to choose and pick their words. Strongest of message can always be delivered in the best possible way, best possible mannerism, and best possible words. As far as you saying that somewhere, I mean, there was a sense of being protected by the top leadership, it's absolutely wrong. You saw within
abusive language is used against Muslims by the likes of Aditya Nath in Uttar Pradesh, who is your member of parliament, and he gets away. That's the point I'm trying to make. You can get away by using that language against Muslims, so maybe local leaders think you can get away against Dalits, but you cannot, because Dalits are a stronger political force.
Since you have asked this question, let me, I did not want to go into the statistics of what kind of languages have been used by various leaders across the party wards. Let me give you a few examples. Rita Bahuguna Joshi, I mean, I don't want to divide this into a Dalit woman and a simple woman. Any woman has to be respected. She may be Dalit, she may not be Dalit. So even if Mayawati was not a Dalit, she needs to be respected. But I meant to say that Rita Bahuguna Joshi in 2009 was arrested because a similar kind of analogy was used against Mayawati, the same person in question that we are discussing today. She was arrested by the court of the law. She was in the jail for a while and then released. Was she released from the Congress? Was she shown the door in the Congress? No. This Digvijay Singh, the same man who rose up today to demand questions from, to demand answers from the party, was a man who in fact used this word, I'm so sorry I have to use this, Tanch Mal, for one of their member of parliaments. She was present on the dais. There was a union cabinet minister, coal minister, Shri Prakash Jaiswal, who said that Purani Bivi maja nahi deti hai. But Congress never removed any one of them. Bharatiya Janata Party has acted. I'm so sorry he said these words. We should never defend such kind of people, and I'm not going to defend this Daya Shankar person.
My worry is that would you defend such kind of language because if it was a Muslim and because it is Mayawati and you know that she is politically powerful and Dalits are a strong vote bank, therefore you were forced to suspend your leader? Yes or no? Quick answer. Yes
Not
or
at
no?
All. Not at all.
Okay.
wrong language is a wrong language. Please don't divide the issues as Dalit, Muslims and Hindus.
Okay. I won't
word
divide
which
it.
is wrongly used,
I just
a
wanted
phrase
an
which is
answer.
wrongly used is wrongly used.
Okay, you've made your point there. Quick response from you, Priyanka Chaturvedi. The examples that were given just now by Sambit Patra, he suggests that the Congress has used equally abusive, sexist language and got away with it in the past. Hamam mein sab nange hain when it comes to this, to use the language.
Rajdeep, I would not want to get into this what about this, what about that, why don't you take action against X, why don't you take action against Y. Let me be very clear to somebody. The examples he quoted, I just like to mention to him, they face due law and order, whether it's Rita Bahuguna Joshi, Imran Masood or anyone that you might mention, you might make comparisons with, to defend what has been spoken today by your vice president, your party vice president. Now your party vice president has been removed from his post. He hasn't been suspended from his post. Neither has any suo moto action been taken as far as law and order is concerned, because what he said was extremely derogatory about a woman. Forget the caste equations that prevail in Uttar Pradesh and the compulsions for you to do what you all have done, because you'll know it is going to harm you all equally hard and equally badly in a state like Uttar Pradesh. Having said that, this has been consistently a problem coming from the Bharatiya Janata Party, its supporters, its volunteers, its office bearers, right from the Haryana Chief Minister making comments. Like I said, though I wouldn't want to go about it in this entire whataboutery mode, but if you look at Mr. Yogi Adityanath, he had made an offensive comment like saying we should pull out the dead women, Muslim dead women from their graves and rape them. These are the kind of words that have been used in his presence, yet no action has been taken. However, having said that, we would expect that the kind of political discourse that we are seeing today across parties, and I would want to rise above political groups that we belong to or political ideologies that we belong to. I think we have a responsibility towards the society. We have a responsibility towards our women as well, considering that they are following a path which is extremely difficult in a male-dominated political scenario. Let's show them some dignity. Let's show them some
very well. Without mincing words, your Mumbai Congress chief, if you might remember, had called someone a nachne gaane wali bai on a program, and he became after that your Mumbai Congress chief. My worry is people believe they can get away, they get rewarded. I want to come, they get rewarded, which is why I want to come to you, Vivek Kumar.
No, can I just complete
just a minute. Vivek Kumar, why is the discourse becoming the way it is? Is there something, Vivek Kumar, that makes the discourse, particularly when it comes to Mayawati and Dalit women in Uttar Pradesh, the belief that people can get away with it? Is there a sense that are you going to look at it in caste terms today, or is it purely about gender here?
No, I think actually, Rajdeep, you have seen that this type of malaise exists. It is deep entrenched in our culture. It is one of actually, examples which comes out and then we say there is something wrong. No, it is not. The problem is that it is the structure of the society. It is the mentality of the society, and you have been covering Mayawati. We have done many programs that how she has been caricatured throughout for shoes, for building actually some parks and naming. I think there is a deep sense of this malaise which exists. It is one of example which has just come out. This also shows.
But the abusive language is also used against upper caste. No, but Professor Kumar, isn't the abusive language also used against upper caste? Is this simply about the falling standards of public discourse? Are you going to make this a caste war? Is this about caste, or is it falling standards?
No, I think no. One thing is for sure. Actually, Rajdeep, you have to give some examples that how a Dalit politician has abused someone in this many language or in these many words.
I gave you the example.
Give me an example.
No, I'll give you. When Sanjay Nirupam attacked Smriti Irani, when Sanjay Nirupam talked about Smriti Irani as a nachne wale gaane wali bai, he became the Mumbai Congress. He became the Mumbai Congress president after that.
Politician.
No, I'm talking about. Is it about caste or is it about attack on women?
I'm talking about a Dalit. No, that's what I'm saying, that you see that how Dalits have the upper caste politicians, how they take name. You have seen actually Mr. V.K. Singh, how he actually compared the whole Dalit society with dogs. So it's not one-off case which you are saying, and then don't dissociate the Gujarat issue with this issue. I hold it as atrocity on Dalits, and therefore you have to treat actually that what is happening in Gujarat. And therefore my friend actually Vinod Arya gave me this data that every year 13, 14 and 12, Vinod Arya gives me this data, 1,000 atrocities on Dalits, and actually we keep mum. It is only because Mayawati raised the issue in Rajya Sabha that today it has become a national issue. And I thank Mayawati for actually saving us, that we are not political orphans. Otherwise, Ramraj, Udit Raj, Ramvilas Paswan, Ramdas Athawale, they were all keeping mum, and nobody
Can
has
I come to the
raised
Gujarat
even a
issue?
single voice.
Professor Kumar, just a minute.
Minister has spoken today.
Professor Kumar, let me come then to Gujarat. Let's come to Gujarat. I have Achyut Yagnik, and then I will come to my politicians. Achyut bhai, you tell me in Gujarat what has happened. Take a look. The fact that 4 young men are lynched because they allegedly skinned a cow. Am I to understand again this reflects the caste dynamics? That because they were Dalits, they were soft targets? Or is it simply cow protection groups which believe they are empowered today to do what they want?
No, it is caste dynamics in Saurashtra region particularly. And you find that in Saurashtra there is a feudal mindset also. So Dalit in Saurashtra
Yes.
were always easy target for the upper caste or middle caste.
So you see this purely in
And that
caste
is why-
terms? You see this purely
No,
in
it is
caste
a-
terms?
No, certainly it is in the caste terms, and over and above what has happened that after BJP became more powerful in Gujarat, you find that this kind of atrocities against Dalit have increased. During
Can I
last
bring in Sambit Patra on that?
15 years or so.
There is data
In Gujarat.
you have hard data
Number
for
one.
that?
Number
Mr.
two,
Mr.
you also
Yagnik,
find
Professor
that
Yagnik, do you have hard data to
those
say that? Do you have hard data to support
Yes.
that atrocities on Dalits have increased in Gujarat in the last 15 years?
Yes, yes, it is increase in, we have that, we can give that kind of data.
95, Rajdeep.
No, just a minute. Let's do this one by one. Let's keep sanity.
Rajdeep, you
No,
start
let
from...
me,
No, 1 minute. Let
No,
Achyut bhai finish. Yes, Achyut bhai. Do you have hard data to show that in the last 15 years atrocities against Dalits have increased in Gujarat?
Dalits have increased in Gujarat, there is no doubt about that. But more than that, you also find that in Saurashtra,
Yes.
because of this feudal mentality also, you find more atrocities against Dalit compared to other region of Gujarat also.
Can I
So
bring
it is
in
not
some...
only question of Gujarat as a whole.
Yes.
We also have to talk about the region of Gujarat and Saurashtra particularly. You find that Dalits were easy target earlier also.
Can I bring in Sambit Patra? Sambit Patra, take a look at what you've heard. Here is Professor Yagnik, Gujarat's leading academic scholar, saying atrocities against Dalits have increased in the last 15 years. Our Prime Minister is from Gujarat. The BJP has 1 seat in Gujarat in Dalit areas. Then something like this happens, people raise questions. Do these cow protection groups believe they are empowered, particularly in a feudal pocket like Saurashtra, that they believe they can get away? I'm coming back to it. Whether it's your vice president in UP or whether it is these cow vigilante groups, they believe they can get away with it.
Not at all. In fact, as pointed out by you, I mean, since last 15 years, Gujarat has been under the rule of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yes.
So naturally, if anything like this would have happened, if the attacks over Dalit would have increased, then this would have become an issue long back. Why today? We would have discussed this about 10 years ago. We would have discussed this 8 years ago. That means it's a stray, regrettable incident. And whatever has happened today is a regrettable incident. Absolutely stray, but regrettable. And the law has taken its course. CID has been appointed.
Are you aware, Mr. Patra, Mr. Patra, that the
Yes.
Human Rights Commission has not been functioning in Gujarat for the last 2 years? Are you aware of this? Are you aware that various
I'm aware of
institutions...
the...
No, various
I-
institutions
I'm
that can be
aware-
correctives
Can you
don't
allow me to
exist.
speak? I also have some human rights. Allow me to speak as a panelist. I would say I'm aware of the fact that there has been an effort by a number of people to demean Gujarat, to show that Mr. Modi's way of working in Gujarat was wrong. But despite all these ill trials, Mr. Modi has got the confidence of people of Gujarat time and again, and he has finally become the Prime Minister because the people of Gujarat vest their belief and faith in Mr. Modi. So please, however we may try to malign Gujarat and Mr. Modi through the route of Gujarat, that would not be successful. But coming to a larger picture, I wanted to come to a larger picture. Look, only a few days ago, we had seen as to how a Dalit girl was raped and brutally murdered in Kerala. There was no hue and cry. Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal did not go to Kerala because, in fact, Rahul Gandhi was the party which was in governance there, and Mr. Kejriwal was not contesting there. We have a deputy superintendent of police who is killed only recently in Karnataka. No hue and cry. We had Gohana, we had Mirchpur, where people were burnt live.
Chaturvedi, respond.
125
Priyanka Chaturvedi, Sambit Patra makes a strong point.
Just a second.
No, 1 minute. Sambit, you have made your point.
125 only, just 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Rajdeep,
Only
call us actually,
only
Rajdeep,
about
we are
1 month
sitting
ago,
and Dalit on television
125 Dalit
This
houses
is so
were burnt
sad,
in
actually.
Bihar. But
I
no
really
hue and
don't
cry.
want to be
Why?
sitting
One by one, please. One by one. Yes, Professor Vivek
I'm
Kumar and
sorry,
then
please.
Priyanka.
Modi has not uttered
No,
a word.
sorry,
No.
Rajdeep.
Yes,
Rajdeep, this is
one by
bad,
one.
and you are making me a Dalit on television also. Dalits can't speak also on television.
No, 1 minute,
You are
I'm not doing
making me,
that.
I'm
Please
sitting
speak.
over here as Dalit, I will remain as Dalit.
Sir,
No, you are doing that.
No, that's
Why-
unfair.
Why
Sir, I
can't
take
there
objection.
be a data? There is NBRC. No, this
Please
is...
don't make that allegation
no,
against me, sir.
objection because
Please don't
you
make that
have been
allegation.
only
Sir,
having
please
political.
don't. Professor Vivek
No,
Kumar,
sorry,
I take strong objection to what you have just said.
want to be
Please
part of
take
it.
back your work, sir.
I don't want to
sir,
be part of
I
this
want
type
you
of
to.
discussion.
I am asking you to
I will
respond.
not take and...
I'm asking you to
No,
respond.
I will not take.
Sir, please respond.
If you want to me, why you have not given me time?
Sir, I'm
you
giving
are not
everyone
giving
equal
me
time.
and you are not letting me to respond.
Sir, please respond. Please respond.
No, not at equal time. The
I will
air
give
time
you
which has
equal
been
time.
decided.
Sir, I will give
I'm
you
sorry,
equal
actually.
time. I will give you equal time. Please respond.
NBRC,
Yes.
you
go ahead.
see, and NBRC data, NBRC data 2012, there were
NCRB.
1,028 atrocities. And NCRBC and NCRB data says 2012 there were 1,028. 2013 there were 1,190. 2014 there are 1,130. Don't you see an increase in atrocities on the Dalits? Is it a simple data and arithmetic which will tell that there have increased
Vivek
on
Kumar, the
atrocities
point
of
that
Dalits?
Sambit
And
Patra is
BJP
making-
is not ruling
The
Gujarat.
point that Sambit Patra is making is that only when it happens in BJP ruled states, he says there is outrage. He says where is the outrage when it happens in non-BJP states?
We have
Can
not.
I- can
we
I-
have. We have. We
Can
have
I
not
answer that,
quoted.
Rajdeep,
We have
please?
not quoted Delta in Rajasthan. We have not quoted actually Rajasthan where Dalit women has been just raped. We have not quoted Bhadana. It was in BJP. It is actually in Maharashtra where actually in Ahmednagar the Dalit woman has been hand-cut and raped and murdered. So
One
there
minute.
are so many other
There have
cases
been
which are
atrocities
happening. It
against
is not
Dalits in
only
other
BJP
states
ruled
as well.
states.
That's right, exactly. So Priyanka Chaturvedi respond. Would Rahul Gandhi have gone to Gujarat
But
as he's going tomorrow?
7%,
1
you
minute.
take indices.
Sir, 1 minute.
No, can I, Rajdeep,
Priyanka Chaturvedi,
Rajdeep,
tomorrow
you do
Rahul
not need
Gandhi is
go
going to
into-
Gujarat,
No,
right?
Please,
Would he
please
go-
allow
would he
me
go
to
to a
complete,
Congress
Rajdeep.
ruled
I've
state?
heard the question.
Would he go to
I've
a
heard
Congress
the
ruled state?
accusation. Yes, please understand.
Yes.
Rajdeep, let me quote you an example.
Yes.
Till as recent as 2 years ago, a government in Haryana, it was led by Bhupinder Singh Hooda. There was a government that was led by the Congress. And there were 2 rape incidents that had come to our notice where Dalit women were raped. And it was Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Mr. Rahul Gandhi who went to check as to what the sequence of events were and how they could help out and how they could ensure that they got due justice. I do not need to go far. As far as we are concerned, as far as these causes are concerned, these are causes which Mr. Gandhi has stood by, whether it is in a state governed by Congress
He
or
may
a
stand by it, but
non-Congress
in the
state.
past there have been.
Please allow me to complete,
Do you know
Rajdeep?
Khairlanji
Rajdeep,
happened in
please,
Maharashtra where there was a
considering-
Congress government? What did Rahul Gandhi do then?
Can I just complete?
Let's be clear. Is it about BJP
can I
or is it about
complete?
Dalits? No, I want a straight answer.
I've just given an example of how Rahul Gandhi and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi went to a Congress-ruled state when 2 Dalit women were raped, and there were 2 incidents that happened in Haryana which they visited. Now, even let's take Kerala right now. He was mentioning Kerala. Rahul Gandhi was the first one to tweet against his government where he said, please ensure that due justice is done to them. What is he even talking about? What comparisons are you making? Now let's talk about statistics. Ever since 2014 this government has been sworn in, there has been a 19% increase. Please allow me to complete, Sambit. I did not interfere when you were talking.
Keep your answer
short. Have the decency and the courtesy.
Please keep your answer short.
Considering, yes, 19% increase in Dalit atrocities ever since Modi government has come into power. Social welfare schemes have been cut off. Their budget allocation has been cut off. No. As far as Panchayati Raj is concerned, systematically SC/STs are being denied their rights to stand for elections, to have their voices raised.
These are very general observations. You have to prove these.
As far as governance is concerned, no, these are not general observations. Please look at what is happening in Rajasthan and Haryana. Please, allow me to complete. Now, as far as atrocities are concerned, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan are leading. Which other states govern? No, I'm sorry, Sambit, it hurts you when you hear some truth and you talk about timing, but please be willing to listen to the differences that you are trying to project and what the facts speak for themselves. So allow me to complete. When you talk about non-BJP states versus BJP states, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan are leading as far as Dalit atrocities are concerned.
I mean, for how long is
No, 1 minute. This is now, look, everyone has a right to make their point. I will give everyone equal time. Please do not accuse me now of bias. It's unfair. Just a minute. Professor Yagnik is the oldest among us. He deserves also to be heard. And he's perhaps done more work for Dalit and Dalit causes than anyone can imagine. I just want to ask you, Professor Yagnik, very clearly. Is this really linked to the rise of the BJP in Gujarat? These atrocities, or are we to understand that this has been happening, as you said, in feudal Saurashtra for years? Should we believe that these cow protection groups have been empowered only after the BJP came to power in 1995?
Yes, only after BJP came to power in Saurashtra, particularly all the organization of Sangh Parivar, they became powerful. But I would also like to point out that what is significant this time is Dalit mobilization. You find Dalit mobilization against the atrocity throughout Saurashtra and in North Gujarat. And only earlier in 1981 and 85, when there was anti-reservation agitation in Gujarat, you find at that time some kind of focus, some kind of aggression among Dalit.
But is Dalits of Gujarat a large enough political constituency to take on the kind of role they have in Uttar Pradesh?
After many years, you find that there is a mobilization.
Sambit Patra, does this worry you? Sambit Patra, does this worry you?
I have heard everyone very patiently.
Yeah, then go on. Respond quickly and then I'll give Vivek Kumar the final word.
No, first and foremost, as pointed out by Mr. Yagnik, that there has been a great deal of Dalit mobilization. How does Dalit mobilization happen? It happens only when the state government is not restricting any movement, when the state government is making them more aware, when the state government makes them realize that this is what your rights are and please rise up for your right and fight for your right. And that's where he is right. The mobilization is more in the Bharatiya Janata Party period compared to what it was in the Congress period, because Congress committed all the errors but did not show them. I'll tell you, Guhana and Mirchpur. Priyanka was speaking about the fact that in 2014, just before Haryana election, the Gandhis went to visit a house. That was just before the election, on the eve of election. But when in Guhana, hundreds of Dalit houses were burned. People were burnt alive. None of these Gandhis went there. Mirchpur, a physically challenged Divyang Dalit girl was burnt alive along with her old father. Where were the Gandhis then? I can give you umpteen number of examples. I have the complete
Where is the Prime Minister today? The Prime Minister is from Gujarat. I haven't heard a word.
Exactly
Mr. Sambit Patra, just a minute, Priyanka. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Why haven't I heard a word from Prime Minister Narendra Modi? 4 young men are lynched in public in his home state, and the Prime Minister doesn't tweet. He tweets on every other issue. He can't tweet on this.
I'll tell you, sir. I'll tell you.
Or is he above it all?
Supposedly Gujarat Sir, will you please hear me out? Supposedly Gujarat was not ruled by a BJP state. Supposedly it was Congress which was ruling the Gujarat. And supposedly the same thing would have happened in the Congress ruled state, and the Prime Minister would have tweeted or the Prime Minister would have spoken. You would have been the first person to cry foul saying that this is
very unfair statement.
Trespassing into federalism.
My
this would have been trespassing federalism.
The Prime Minister has outsourced Gujarat to Anandiben Patel, who clearly at the moment seems incapable of handling these issues.
It is a federal structure which the Prime Minister respects. First the Chief Minister has to speak. First the Chief Minister has to take stock of situation.
Sir, this is a shame of India in the 21st century. The Prime Minister should be speaking on this issue. This is the kind of issue I want to hear my Prime Minister speak on.
Doing is important. So, sir, the irony
whether it is Dadri or whether it is what is happening in Una, I don't hear him speak.
They don't want action. Don't you want action?
No, I want him first to speak. What is the action?
You don't want action.
4 days later, after public outcry, the Chief Minister has gone to hospital. After 4 days.
Court. But none of you were asking the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to speak after Nirbhaya. Not even you. After 20 days, Manmohan Singh. No,
so you want Modi to be Manmohan?
Show me a single.
You want our Prime Minister to be Manmohan on these issues?
Not at all. He can, even if Mr. Modi tries, he will not become Manmohan.
Then let's move on.
He was such a Prime Minister, a non-recognized one.
Not even in his dreams will he be able to reach the levels that Dr. Manmohan Singh was. So don't even dream of it. Don't even compare. There's no comparison.
The level of sycophancy of
Okay,
Manmohan
I'm going to give... I've got 1 minute. I'm going to give 30 seconds. That's it. I'm going to give 30 seconds to Vivek Kumar and Achyut Yagnik to make 1 point each. Vivek Kumar, you first, 30 seconds. Please keep it to 30 seconds, sir. Your big point, your big takeaway from what has happened today.
My big takeaway is that actually that mobilizations do not take because there is democracy. Mobilization takes place because people have been actually pushed to a brink, and when there is nothing, they actually start violently protesting. So the issue in Gujarat is not democracy, rather it is strangulation of democracy, and that's why you see violence. And second thing is that Mayawati has saved Dalits from becoming political orphans. Otherwise, Ram Raj, Udit Raj, or Ramdas Athavale, Rambilas Paswan, not a single Dalit leader at all India level is raising the voice against the Dalit atrocities in India. That is the big takeaway.
Okay, and my final question to you, Achyut Bhai, what is the big takeaway for the land of Gandhi?
It is a deep-rooted socio-cultural problem, an increase over the years, particularly during last 15 years. And let me tell you that the Chief Minister of Gujarat has visited after 9 days, and the Prime Minister, who is from Gujarat, who time and again talk about Gujarat model, has not uttered a word about the atrocities on Dalit.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I said 4 days, you're saying, you corrected me by saying 9 days. It's taken 9 days and national outrage before the Chief Minister of Gujarat has reacted to what has happened in Uttar Pradesh. And it has taken 9 hours for the BJP to react to what has happened in Mayawati, because obviously with Uttar Pradesh elections coming in 6 months, you had no choice, some would say, but to act on that issue. But Sambit Patra, Priyanka Chaturvedi, Achyut Yagnik, Professor Kumar, I appreciate your joining us. We've had an extended debate today. My take.